Billy, don't be a hero. Morning folks, how you doing? Yours truly. Just came out from a bimble to my little spot. It's quite windy today. Set up poncho. Obligatory brew on the go right now. And then I'm just going to get on with a few little bits and pieces really, just to knock up just to keep the videos flowing, keep you people entertained. So yeah. I'll come back to you shortly. I left me gorilla tripod thing at home, so at the moment I've got it rigged up on a wire stick with a bit of paracord holding the camera on. So it's how I roll, you know, it's how I pivot on an axis, folks. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to improvise, adapt and overcome. And unfortunately for today, I'm going to have to be that man, I suppose, or that person. So yeah, so I'll report back in a little while, folks. All right. Right, so I'm going to try and keep Tales from the Shed going. I will put up one, or one a week or something, maybe 2 a week. See how it goes. But I'm liking this better. I can actually get out for a little while. But we'll see how it goes. I'll flit in and out because I'll surprise you with the videos when they go up. All right. I suppose keeping on the theme of stuff that we do in the, stuff we've been doing in the shed with, in regards to Tales from the Shed and such like. You might have noticed in a couple of videos now I've been bringing a stainless steel water bottle out. Now I've had that bottle for some years. I was looking at maybe getting one of those other wide mouth sort of bottles. I've got the Pathfinder one, but I was looking at getting another kind of like an Nalgene stainless steel bottle, and then same old thing, going through your shed. And I found obviously this water bottle. Now if the camera's a bit wonky, folks, it's because of you know, because of my improvised setup at the moment with my tripod, alright, so I'm trying to keep it as best as possible. So yeah, there's the stainless steel bottle. There's the stainless steel bottle, and basically what I made last night was a little leather bag for it to go in, simply because of it, because I'll use this one for boiling water in and such like, and slips in there nicely. Ooh, look at that, slides in lovely. And then I put a little toggle at the top there. So yeah, you know, another little thing. Tell you what, that old bondage outfit's getting proper used. Wouldn't recognise it now, it looks like a net now. So yes, that's one project I did. And then just been pottering around doing bits and pieces at home. I did make a netting needle, finally finished that. When I made that on the last trip out, what I actually used was a piece of white poplar, and it was just off of going sort of punky, I suppose. So when I was carving it, it was putting little splits in it. I couldn't get it right, you know. It was a bit too delicate, so I kind of stopped it on the video by saying it was a a project to be continued or whatever. And I actually, when I got home, I finished it, rubbed it all down, abronetted it up and everything else, and it ain't come out too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little flat piece to go with it as well, and then I'll have a little go with sort of utilising the netting needle just into the technique of doing a net. We'll see how I get on. Yeah. So what you folks been up to, carving and such like, or have you been out camping in your gardens, or maybe going over the woods? I think I've seen people now sort of sneaking out to the woods and such like. You know, at the end of the day, as long as you're not bumping into anyone, you're keeping your social distance, as it were, away. You know, what harm are you causing? You know, I don't understand it really, but it is what it is. But at least you're away from folk, you know. Anyway, so my the old cup's on the go. There I've used a piece of mesh and 4 tent pegs. I've actually got 2 of these. As usual, one of them goes in a little pouch like this, and one of those things that I haven't used for years, so I dug it out. So really it is something really simple, as just 4 tent pegs and a piece of mesh. So yeah, look, just take the mesh off, and either with gloves or with a knife or a stick or something like that, just take them out the fire. So there's another little lightweight idea, suggestion for a stove for you. Posh. Oh, thank you very much. Lovely. So, made myself a quick table. The materials I used was just bits of elm, some white poplar and such like that were just hanging around. I literally just improvised with what I found around me. There's no like hazel and stuff like that around here, but just as a little impromptu table. At one, I'm not going to sit on it. I literally am just going to put, say, my cup on it, and you know, and things like that. So yeah, simples. So another method now, Kolovich. Do it one or two ways. I'll show you this way. If you don't know already, create one circle. Yep, like that. So the running in comes over the front. Do a second one exactly the same and put that behind. Then all that does is go over the top of your three sticks that create your tripod. You can do a constrictor knot and finish it off if you so wish. I'm trying to sort of do it all at the moment just by using the... Should have finished it with a constrictor knot really, but hey ho. Alright, and we've got quite an excess of paracord here, so that's handy, so we can just wrap it around. Hasn't got to be tight, just loose, so we can have that at a certain height, a certain length, to hang whatever you want off it. And then here's my toggle, because I'm going to do the bottle again. That's going to be a clove hitch. Remember, don't set it in the middle, set it off to one side. And your bottle will sit in there quite neat. And then there you go, because what I like to do, I don't like to have, I'd sooner adjust the cord initially and have it so that the legs are further apart from the flame, because obviously if they're too close, then you can't put too much heat and eventually you're going to catch your tripod legs alight. So you're better off having them a little bit further away, so you can then add more fuel to your fire if you so wish. And then if it means it, then adjust the cord by wrapping it around there and then titivating it just by pulling the legs out. I'm going to leave the table there because I'll be back at some point. Use the last of my water on the fire, so I'll be getting rid of that soon. I did sort of do a bit of a video of me packing up and everything, but for some reason I don't know what happened, but the camera malfunctioned on me, or it was just an ID 10T error, what I call an idiot error, and I mustn't have pressed the play button. So there it is, folks. Anyway, so nothing special, you know. Literally I'm only out for a short while. So thanks for watching. Please take care. If you want to leave your comments on that, please do so. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Make sure you check out the description. There's some information down there on all bits and pieces, the book, the merchandise, and a link to the podcast. Alright, so you can hear my dulcet tones on there as well. Alright, so Des Cattys signing out, and I'll see you on the flip side. Take care, folks. All the best. Stay safe.